What's cracking, YouTube? Brandon here with Tech Audit TV, and today's episode, there's gonna be 4 things a little bit different. First, I'm shooting in my house, not in the studio, and the main reason for that is because I have another video coming out next week that is gonna be shot here. I already have all the lighting set up, so it's just easier to do this. It'll make more sense next week with that video. I'll leave it a secret. Number 2, I am wearing this ridiculous orange shirt. I just got done with a run. Number 3, I don't have my glasses on. And number 4, you're probably noticing the music is going away. And that is because today's episode, we are comparing 2 awesome microphones. The first microphone we're gonna look at is actually the one you're listening to right now. And that is the Rode VideoMic Pro shotgun mic. And it's sitting on top of the camera right now, so it's a little bit tough to show you, but if I were to get a mirror and hold it up, you can see what it looks like. The second microphone we're gonna compare is much smaller and much cheaper. It is the Audio-Technica 3350, and you can barely see it right here. That's how small it is. It's meant to clip on to the shirt right here. So what I'm gonna do for the rest of this episode is I am going to put the microphone up here so that you know exactly what you're listening to during the episode, because I'm going to be switching between all these. I'm also going to compare to the stock microphone built into this specific camera, which is the Canon T3i. This is slightly off topic, but I'm not a huge fan of the Canon T3i. It gets the job done, but it doesn't have autofocus. So if I were to get a little bit closer to the camera, you'll notice it starts blurring. And as I back up and get out of the focus zone, I'm once again blurry. So this is not a great camera for something like vlogging where things are getting closer and further away, but we'll talk about that in another video. So what you're listening to now is actually the stock microphone on the Canon T3i. You'll notice it's a little bit more echo in the room. It's kind of just picking up any sound it can, a little bit more treble than there is bass. And let's go ahead and listen to what it sounds like when it's just silence. Not super great. You can hear a little bit of that white noise and hum. That could be cleaned up in post-production, but it's ideal to capture the best sound on the microphone before going into post-production. Now what you're listening to is the Audio-Technica Lav Mic. This is this little thing I've clipped right here. This is about where it would be clipped on a normal person who's using the mic. The big advantage of this microphone is it is super cheap. It's 29 bucks. You can't really go wrong with that. It's a great entry-level mic. I have used this for a lot of my very early videos. In fact, I think the first at least 4 or 5 videos on this channel were all recorded on this mic. Let's quick listen into some silence to see how it compares to the stock camera. So you can still hear a little bit of that background noise. It is a wired in mic. It comes with this, you can clip this anywhere. It has a on and off switch, and it's the cord's super long. I mean, this thing goes like 20 feet. So, you know, as I stand back there, that's where it's gonna outperform the stock mic, because the further away you get, the stock mic is just gonna get worse and worse, whereas this goes where you are within 20 feet. It is a pain that you have to walk around with, you know, a bunch of wires, but if you're just doing videos like a whiteboard or some type of presentation, this mic is a pretty good one. The big downfall of this mic is that it doesn't have any type of indication on when the battery is dead. So really, you're not gonna know that the battery is dead until you're watching your video after recording. So that can be super frustrating, because you're eventually gonna have that video where you're recording and halfway through the audio goes out. And last but not least, we've got the VideoMic Pro shotgun mic. There it is one more time. You can see what it looks like, and you can already tell the audio is a lot better than the other 2 microphones. Let's go ahead and listen to the silence, see what that sounds like. Not bad. It's much better, as you can tell from the other ones. One big advantage of this is that it has settings built into the hardware, so you can customize decibels and, raising them and lowering them, depending on the type of environment that you're in. So if it's a louder or outside, you can adjust that. And this is a shotgun mic, so it's very directional. So it's great about picking up sound in front of it and ignoring sound in the sides, as well as any background noise or traffic that may be happening in the background. So that's why this is a very popular mic for vlogging. You don't have any of the wires and stuff. If you're interviewing people, this is great because it can pick up the conversation happening in front of the camera, whereas something like that $30 Lav mic, only one of you is going to get picked up, or the other person's going to be very quiet because it's just focusing on that one person. You don't have wires to deal with. And yeah, this is just, it is a professional microphone, and that does come at a price, $229. That is definitely an investment compared to the $30, but you can tell the difference. So if you're just getting into YouTube and you don't have a budget, you don't need to invest in a microphone like this, to be honest. Content is what matters. You can film on your cell phone and just start building your following. And then once you have a little bit of a budget from your YouTube earnings, I would say that the microphone should be one of the first investments, just because audio does make a big difference in viewers wanting to stay and watch your videos. If it sounds like crap, they're more likely to leave. So there you have it. Let me know in the comments what you think about these different microphones, which sounded best to you. If you have the Rode mic, tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And I also have another question. As many of you know, I have the Google Daydream headset, and it's been awesome. I haven't done like a review on it just because I want to do something different and not just go over the specs of how it works and how it functions, because there's already a bunch of videos on YouTube about that, and that probably would be boring for you. So maybe you have concerns about the headset, or you have questions, or you want to see something in action. Let me know what you want to see with the Daydream headset, and I will take your feedback and try to come up with something a little bit more creative, different for you folks, you loyal subscribers. For those of you who are not subscribers, feel free to subscribe. You can click right here to subscribe to the channel, or if you're not quite convinced, you can go over here and just watch another video, and maybe that one will convince you. So thank you so much for all those who are subscribed. You're awesome, and I will see all of you guys and girls on the next video.